What is up, best ones worldwide? It's the best one, Donnie here, back with a brand new wrestling figure video, something different. If you're not a best one yet already, recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know, the grind is real. And normally, I do lots of unboxing videos, I do a bunch of reviews, I even go out sometimes and do toy hunts. But I feel like I never really talk about the wrestling figure news. And with Walmart Con just around the corner, and WrestleMania, where we're probably going to be getting a bunch of new releases for upcoming WWE Mattel figures, and with Jazzware having a couple new figures out, which has been a long time since we've gotten new ones, I figured, let's talk about some of these new figures, and I do want to give you guys my thoughts on it. So, with that being said, let's get it. I just wanna be So, starting things off, we have the new WWE Monday Night War Series 3 line, which this line I feel like is going to be such a pain in the ass to find at Walmart. I wish that the pre-order stuff actually worked on Walmart. At least with Target, it works, and they tell you like what's in stock, what's not in stock. So, there's a little bit better communication on the Target line, but Walmart, man, the pre-order thing sucks, and it's going to be hard to believe if these pre-orders actually go through. Obviously, I'm an idiot, so I'm going to be trying it, but starting things off, we have the WWE Monday Night War Series 3 rendering images, and oh man, starting things off with ECW Rob Van Dam. And this is a figure that has been probably on a lot of ECW fans' bucket list for the longest time ever. And I think this is long overdue. We gotten a bunch of WWE Rob Van Dams at this point. We even had some Ruthless Aggression ones, even Attitude Era as well. But I feel like this is going to be a great figure. I love the younger head sculpt on this Rob Van Dam. I even love, like, the eyeballs. Like, I do remember those singlets back in the day. And, man, I hope, like, Mattel is going to start giving us some more ECW figures. Now that we got the Dudleys signed to a Legends deal. Now that we got the Sandman to a Legends deal. I'm very excited for this ECW Rob Van Dam. Definitely a figure I will be buying. And I'm very excited to add to the collection eventually. This is going to be a really cool figure. But moving on now to the next figure we have in the set, we have Harlem Heat, we have Stevie Ray, and Booker T. And I must say, this, if you didn't get the older Elite figures of the Harlem Heat, this I think is just a massive upgrade. I believe there's going to be 2 variants of this, but obviously I don't really care for the chase at all. I think I'm going to go with this regular black and red and yellow attire, which, man, I'm excited because obviously in the background, I do have a detolf of my WCW collection, and I'm trying to get as many WCW characters as possible, and I feel like Booker T, he is one guy I really need to get some figures of. I'm lacking with his Ruthless Aggressions. I'm also lacking during the early Ruthless Aggression era. And I just feel like I need to get me a Booker T in the collection. And I feel like his WCW figure is definitely one I want to get. I've been wanting the Harlem Heat for a while. They've been on my bucket list, but I didn't want to pay the second market prices. So I'm very excited that it's going to be a part of this line. I really hope I do find these at Walmart because, it's going to be such a pain in the ass. I know that Series 1 of the Monday Night War set has finally been found at Walmart with this whole WrestleMania set. So I will be doing some toy hunts there within the next couple of weeks. But right now, I know my area doesn't have it, so there's no point in trying. But I am very excited, though, for the Harlem Heat, though. I will say that. And, of course, last but not least, we have the Nation of Domination Rock. And the only member of the Nation of Domination that I need in my collection is The Rock. I ended up getting the older Farouk figure a while ago without The Rock. I believe I got it at some type of store I went to. They had the Farouk, and I thought it was a good deal, so I took the deal. And I'm kind of relieved I did, because the only one I need is The Rock, and I gotta say, this one I'm very excited about. I love that we're getting the cloth black shirt with the R on it. This is early Nation of Domination days, and The Rock, this, I think, really helped him get to where he's at in his career, and this is just a great figure overall, and I don't know where I'm going to find this room for all these Attitude Era and old school figures, because, man, I don't need 100 Rocks, but at the same time, I need The Rock in the tracksuit. I need The Rock at WrestleMania 18 with Hulk Hogan. I need this Rock with the Nation of Domination, one of my favorite factions. This whole set is definitely a must. I forgot, I think it's like a build, I think it's Krulik, or I know it's a Build-A-Figure, and I know it's a WCW guy, like, it's on the tip of my tongue. Can't think of the name on the top of my head, but I actually really like the Series 3. I really did like the Series 2 until they freaking changed the Rey Mysterio on us. I was really excited for that unmasked Rey, but I feel like we're never going to get that. If we got that in the crowdfunder, I guarantee you we would have gotten that stage done. Another thing Mattel announced was the WWE Vault Series, which you could actually pre-order right now on Ringside Collectibles. I think it is a Ringside Collectibles exclusive. And this is great for people who just got back into collecting or are starting to collect. I think that this is great because some of these figures, oh my goodness, too much money. And there's some figures that I've spent hundreds of dollars on that I wanted so bad to complete certain collections that I needed for my set. And some of these, whoo, they are some big bucks. So I know the resellers are not happy about this, but myself, I'm happy about this. Even though I think I had almost all of these figures that are in this current set in my old collection. And starting things off, we have 2009 Degeneration X Shawn Michaels. This was a part of the original WWE Elite 7 set. And I had this figure. I had this one, Triple H, and Hornswoggle. Which the Hornswoggle right now is going for a lot of money. But obviously, if you know my story, I quick sold a lot of my figures. And I had a lot of rare ones, like the Rick Martel. That's one of the rare ones that I'm struggling to sleep over that one. But I'm excited about getting a 2009 Shawn Michaels. I think Mattel has been killing it with the new Shawn Michael figures. This one's going to be coming with the DX glow sticks, which came with the original set. Also, there's going to be a DX jersey, and we're getting the DX cowboy hat. And I'm very excited about this Shawn Michaels. I love the camouflage pants that he's also wearing as well. I think that their second Degeneration X run from 2006 to 2009 was legendary. Obviously, nothing beats the original DX, but man, such a great figure. It does look like we are getting somewhat of a different head sculpt, but it doesn't really bother me at all. I'm very excited about this. And we're also going to be getting 2009 Degeneration X Triple H. And this one, I think there are some people complaining about how the beard is a different color than his hair. But that doesn't really bother me as much with this figure. I'm very excited for a 2009 Triple H. I feel like this was some of the best work that he had in his career. And I gotta say, I love the way the packaging looks here, mint on card. It's the old school Elite packaging, which I really like a lot, in like a newer fashion. I love that with this Triple H, we're getting the DX shirt with the tank. We're also getting some more DX glow sticks. And we're even getting the DX Army hat that I actually used to have as a kid. But this Triple H, I think, is a pretty good looking figure. I hope that it looks better in person than the rendering images. But I think that this Triple H and Shawn Michaels, I am definitely going to be buying for my early PG era collection. But now let's get into somebody that's old school, and that is the Ultimate Warrior. And this is going to be a re-release from the Hall of Champions. I never had this figure. It's going to be coming with the White Winged Eagle Championship. And it looks like this gear that he's wearing is like this like dark blue and like green and like yellow. You know, Ultimate Warrior, he loves to change up the colors. I really like the tights gear, but I don't need 100 Ultimate Warriors. That's not what I grew up on, so I probably will be passing up on this Warrior figure. But I think getting the White Winged Eagle is pretty cool. I know that Hall of Champions set, those go for a lot of value, so I'm not surprised that we are getting re-releases from those lines, which I believe are Target exclusives back in the day. That's kind of when I got out of collecting figures. But moving on now to the next figures we have here. We have oh man. These ones I think are already back ordered on Ringside because there's a lot of people that want these. And me, I'm going to be playing the waiting game. We have Bubba Ray Dudley and Devon Dudley. We got the Dudley boys, but this isn't Attitude Era. This isn't ECW. This is when they made their return back in, I believe, 2016, 2017, around that time. And these figures were a part of the WWE Elite 45 series. I actually saw these in the wild a few times when I was doing toy hunts. And yeah, I was not paying the second market prices for older Dudleys. I would have rather had a Ruthless Aggression or even an ECW, or most importantly, an Attitude Era one for the collection. To me, it's not worth the hype. I know there's a lot of people out there that might think I'm crazy. These are some great figures, but nothing that's making me jump out of my seat right now. But with this Bubba, though, we do get the glasses. We're also going to be getting a black table with him. I do love the camouflage gear that we get here. Devon, we're getting the chain. We're getting the glasses. I also do love the Dudley 3D shirt that he's wearing as well. And we even get the black table with him as well, but see, like this, I don't really care for these Dudleys that much. I know there's a lot of people that do because of the value, and we really want Dudley figures, but I feel like they got a Legends deal. There's no way in hell we are definitely getting old school Dudleys by the end of this year. I will not be surprised at WrestleMania Access. They announced new Dudley figures for the Legends line, or even the Monday Night War line. We're getting Dudley figures, so I'm going to play the waiting game. I don't need these to just be a placeholder until I get newer ones. And if I regret that, damn, I take in hell. But the next figure we do have here that I'm definitely going to have to buy is the Big Red Monster, Kane. This was a part of a Ringside Collectibles exclusive back in the day where you got the Hardcore Championship. This was Kane back in 2001. I actually did have the original one in my collection, so this is another reason why I do want to buy this. And this is like my favorite Kane attire as well. Just, man, this is the best Kane, and I'm glad we're finally getting a re-release of it. Nobody has to overcharge me for this. I could get it for retail with True Effects, so yes, I am glad to be saving money on this one. And I'm actually very excited because I might be moving on from, I can't do that. I can't move on from I can't move on from that Ultimate Kane, because that's when he made his debut at In Your House. So I'm going to have an extra Kane on my shelf. I might actually get rid of the Attitude Era ring Kane, maybe. I don't know yet. Haven't decided. But this Kane is definitely a must-buy for me. And moving on now to the next figure we have here. We have The Undertaker. This is from Survivor Series 1996. It was a part of the original Defining Moments set, which I actually have the original figure for this Undertaker. So I'm probably going to be passing up on it unless I decide last minute that I want this for my shelf, loose. That's the only way I'll probably change my mind on this Undertaker, but this one does have the teardrop. You also do get the cape. This is probably my favorite gear that the Undertaker's worn, and I actually had the original one. I have it right now in my possession, but back in the day, I also had it as well, and it was my favorite Undertaker to play with. But man, this Undertaker, definitely going to be, a lot of people are definitely going to be buying it. And moving on now to the last figure in this Ringside Vault series, we have John Cena Defining Moments Draft 2005 figure, and this one is going to be a tough decision. Do I keep my regular one or do I go after this one? Which I feel like there's like no difference here with this John Cena. I really like the old school one a lot. Which I do have the old school one loose on the Ruthless Aggression shelf right in the front. And I do have it in package as well. This John Cena might be a hard pass for me, even though I could sell my other one and make some money back and get this for retail. Oh, it's so difficult. I love that. I know there's a lot of people out there that are probably just going to just resell their old one and just update it with the new one. But a part of me is like, I got the original one. Like, why do I need the new one? And in this case for John Cena, I don't really need this one. If I see it in the store, I probably would pick it up, but it is Ringside Collectibles exclusive. So I think this is going to be a really hard pass for me. Unless, like, the wristbands were updated, like the newer ones, then I could probably get this if it was a new jersey. I really don't know here. This one, I got a lot of thinking to do with this John Cena. And finally, the last figure we have that's WWE Mattel to talk about is the WCW Ultimate Edition Eddie Guerrero. And this one I have to buy for my collection. I do have an Attitude Era one that's very old. It's, I think, a part of the Hall of Champions line. This one is from his Halloween Havoc match with Rey Mysterio. So this one has to be an immediate buy because when I think of WCW, one of my favorite matches of all time in their promotion was Eddie versus Rey. And we're also getting the WCW Cruiserweight Championship as well with him. Love the cloth shirt. And this is just a great figure. A massive upgrade on the head sculpt. And definitely one that I'm probably never going to find at my Walmarts because for some reason they never have the Walmart exclusive Ultimates in my area. So I'm probably going to have to pay second market prices for it. We need to get the pre-order thing fucking fixed, Walmart, please. But that is it for WWE Mattel news. Let's get into some AEW Jazzware news. We finally got some updated AEW Jazzware news. It's about freaking time that we get something because I feel like we've just gotten really nothing. I'm still waiting for the next Unmatched set. I'm still waiting for the next Unrivaled set to be up for pre-order. They're saying it should be out for the summer of 2024. We'll see about it. AEW is behind by like 2 years. But I will say these releases actually got me really excited because what really got me back into collecting wrestling figures, guys, was these AEW Jazzware figures. And it gave me a purpose to get back into collecting. And I just love this line so freaking much, except for the stupid staining shirts that I feel like they still haven't addressed, and we're probably never going to get it fixed at this point. But starting things off, oh man, we have the AEW Supreme Walmart exclusive Sting figure. And a lot of people have been complaining that we keep getting these shirt stings. When are we going to get a singlet one? And they're finally giving us it in Supreme form, which I think every Supreme figure so far has not disappointed whatsoever. I love the head sculpts that we're getting with these things, especially the during the match one with like the face paint that's like half on, half off. I really like that a lot. It looks like we might be getting a cloth good jacket. We're getting a cloth good shirt. That's short sleeve and long sleeve. We're also getting the bat as well. And we're even getting a Sting mask, which I feel like is really cool. This one is a definite can't miss. And they also just put out, before Revolution, that's now sold out, the Shop AEW 1 of 3,000 Sting, which I did pre-order. I got lucky, and I will be getting that figure and reviewing it for you guys. Very excited about that. But man, this Supreme Sting is probably going to be his best figure yet. And this one, I am definitely going to be probably buying 2 of these. One to let loose and the other to keep in the package that hopefully I can one day get signed by the icon himself. And we also got a preview of Adam Copeland's first AEW figure. If you guys don't know who Adam Copeland is, he is the Rated R Superstar Edge. And I think that this looks really good. I know it's very early into production, but man, this figure is looking promising, especially the head sculpt. I love, man, this might be better than his last Mattel figure, which I believe was a part of the WWE Elite 101 series. And I also really do like this vest that we're getting. You can see the Rated R logo on it, which looks so freaking sick. And I feel like this is going to be a figure that a lot of people are going to want for their collection. I know I am. I really hope that we do get a Christian Cage with the turtleneck. I might even do that. If you guys want me to give you guys my dream list of figures I want to see from both AEW Jazzware and Mattel, let me know in the comment section. But man, this Adam Copeland, there's no color yet to the gear or anything, but it's looking very promising, and I really hope that we do get this. I am hoping by early 2025. This better not be coming out in like 2027, all right? We need to get this Adam Copeland on the roll, which I'm not surprised that we are getting this preview because obviously Edge is a huge superstar in this business, and Jazzware knows that his figures are going to sell, just like CM Punk. That's why we got those CM Punk figures so early. Because when you have bigger stars, you have to make them a priority because they will sell more. And I think this Adam Copeland, we should be getting pretty damn soon. And I'm very, very excited to add this to my collection. But moving on now to the next figure we have here. Jeremy Padower, he hyped up this huge announcement. And a lot of us really thought it was going to be something huge, which they definitely redeemed themselves with the Supreme Sting and that Adam Copeland preview. I think people would have been happy with that. But they announced that Target will be doing a new AEW pay-per-view line, highlighting some of the defining moments and gear during pay-per-views. And I think that this line is very cool. It's definitely got some potential to definitely be something special. And the first figure we are getting is an AEW Revolution Bryan Danielson from, I believe, 2022. Not last year when he faced MJF, because the head sculpt is very off on this figure. Even a couple years ago, I feel like he didn't look like this, but it is what it is. We are getting the famous Jeremy Padower sticker on the box that says pay-per-view limited edition. I will say I do like that. We do have the Target exclusive sticker, and I like that the box, they're all the same packaging. I love uniform when it comes to wrestling figures, and I love the Revolution colors that we do have here on the packaging for this Danielson, and I think that this line definitely has a lot of potential. I really hope Will Ospreay's first figure is an all-in pay-per-view exclusive. I think that would be insane with his white gear. That's a figure, oh my goodness. We need Will Ospreay ASAP. I did order 2 of these. I do think that I am going to be opening up one, and the other I will be keeping on the shelf. Hopefully I can get it signed by Danielson. But I definitely think that besides the head sculpt, this figure definitely looks really freaking sick. And finally, the last 2 figures we have here for this wrestling figure news video is the Young Bucks Walmart exclusive. I don't know if somebody from Jazzware was watching my video. This has been something that I have been wanting for a minute, and that is with the Walmart exclusive figures, blue foil instead of the gold. I really liked what Target did with the red foil for their exclusives with Samoa Joe, Adam Cole, Darby. I think it just adds a little bit more to it, and it's about time we're getting it with the Young Bucks, and this is a release I was not expecting at all, and I'm very excited because I love this run for Nick and Matt Jackson. Like, this gear is so toyetic. I love the headpieces we're getting. Love the way they're posed, mint on card. Love the jacket. Love the pants. Love the shoes. Love everything about this figure. In my opinion, this is easily probably the best Young Bucks figures that have been produced so far from Jazzware. And I am super stoked for these. And this might be like the Young Bucks that I do get doubles of, so I can keep one mint on card, and I also can open up one as well. But these figures I was not expecting, and I love the blue foil. These ones I'm not worried about missing out on. I think there's going to be plenty of them because AEW, they do overproduce with their exclusives and their figures for retail. At least I can find AEW figures anytime I go to Walmart or Target. Wish I could say the same about WWE. But guys, that is it for all the wrestling figure news for this week. If you guys want more videos like this where I analyze and talk about my thoughts on these figures, make sure to smash that like button now. I do want to give you guys consistent videos every other day. If you're not a maniac yet already, subscribe, turn on the post notifications. The link's down in the description below. You can go follow me over on my social medias and other YouTube pages. But of course, to all the maniacs out there worldwide, we are taking over. Peace.